Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Down, 30 base. 45. Here we go. Topper, back.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. Wakefield, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
8, read. Check 45. Silver. 80 weapon. Go. Tighten up.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Ready. 15 Lonnie. Ready, go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll look to throw. A dump underneath to Jones. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a 1st down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs tripped.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, let's go.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, Eason. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Ready, ready. 10 logo. X3. 218, chop. Switch. Come. Let go.
Throwing on first down. Eason got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And now past another. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Michael Gallup, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Let's go. Bring it up.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Keep it up. Race don't travel. Race don't travel. Ready, go.
They go play action here on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 47-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Go. Get it ready.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ready. 70. Indy.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Switch, switch, switch. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 stop. Tight. Fire.
On second down now, Wakefield. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Riley, 64. Wait.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Down. 60 or. I'm coming. Hey, box drop. Get it.
From the gun on third down, Eason. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you across state to Orlando show where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Go! Hey, orbit! Shoot!
Operating from the gun. Eason, and he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Shaquille Barrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards away. And Boswell has this one going left, no good. He missed it left. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Again, it's Jones. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll drop the throw. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, team. Let's go. Go. Hey, Alpha.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker?
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And he'll give it here to his running back. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Off the play fake, Eason. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the screen. Scene 6.
They'll look to throw here. This one complete to Scott Miller.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
That's another Buccaneers.
Class 64, weak.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw here. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the play. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He'll drop to throw, and that'll be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Exit. 57. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Down.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
32-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, Wakefield. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Tampa. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Hard. Hard.
Back.
Let's go.
On a jet sweep, this is Johnson. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
6-6. Pull it high.
Check it back.
Shoot.
Now a carry for P-Ryan. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check safety.
Recon. 132 fighter. Ready?
Again, here's P-Ryan. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Here we go. 50. Plant.
I got you, boy. Tight dog.
Lead River.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
42-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
And QB's traps. Let's go. Kill.
Topper. Hey, Charlie. Now.
Me.
So that'll back him up 5.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
Check 56. It's our time.
80 weapons. Hey, Echo.
Off play action. Eason. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. From the gun, Eason. James has it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Go.
Here's Gallup getting it on the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. And the defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's third and goal.
Hey, wahoo!
He'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Samaje Perine, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Important extra point up and through, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
A loss of 2 there, second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Let's get it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal.
Hey, Zoo. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Eason to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
He's not going to get me.
They'll look to throw. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Complete to Jones. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Ronald Jones, incomplete. Coverage defensively by Logan Ryan.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to